Hi! It's me. It's pretty early in the morning. It's actually about 6. It's still really black outside. That's what you get when you live pretty far north. So this morning, I got triggered, isn't that what they call it? By some tranny. Commenting, and, you know, trans is right in the name, so you know, you know, thank God, because you never know, some guy might come up and, you know, stay on target. Stay on target. Okay, the subject of this video is the fact that I think that we as Americans, we need to get together and we need to discuss what kind of morals and values we want to represent our country. And we have let it go for so long with all these other administrations saying that everything's cool, and no, you fucking got a penis, you need to stay the fuck out of my bathroom or you won't have one when you leave. Anyways, I think we really need to get together as communities and then states, things like that, and decide what we want as Americans for our morals and values for our culture. How do we want to raise our children? And I know we're about, it's our first city and loving everybody. I think, you know, that's a really good idea on the surface, but it has really gotten us into a lot of trouble. You know, back in the day when Utah became a state instead of a territory, and they wanted the statehood because they wanted the protection of the federal government, they had to say, oh, well, you have to get rid of your polygamy laws in your church, or we're not going to grant you statehood for Utah. And so they did that. That's another video. But so, you know, to ascribe certain morals and values to our country is not anything new. If, you know, people decide that, okay, it's okay to have, like, 23 different genders now? I think they're getting them mixed up with chromosomes. But maybe we should have just one region or area for those type of people. Then they could be safe and they could all live with each other and they wouldn't have to worry about rednecks like me or my neighbor saying, huh, you know. I once was of the idea to live and let live, you know, as long as you weren't intruding on my life. But here's the thing, y'all are. You, not only are you intruding in my life, but you're changing my world to make it fit you instead of just coming in. I mean, that's not fair. I have autism, and I had to learn how to live in the world. And I had to learn people's rules and what the playing field is so that we can all get along. And it makes us have to compromise some things sometimes. That's the price that we pay for all living together and having freedoms. I'm okay with that. Okay? I'm not okay with having to give myself up so that you can exist. I am not okay with that. I am not okay with my children growing up in a world where they think it's okay that you can just, I'm going to be a dog and I'm only going to have sex with dogs. I don't fucking know, because it doesn't make sense. Okay, you're a male or a female, and maybe your challenge in this life is to fucking accept that, okay, and to realize that what you've been given is a gift, and so it doesn't match all the media and it doesn't match anybody else. Well, that should be the fucking coolest part, right? Look, I'm not really a hater. I'm so passionate and angry about this subject matter. I have a brother who is gay and is married to a man, and do I agree with his life choices? No. But do I love him? Yes. Does he freaking call me up and tell me about him and his man in intimate situations? No. Does he even send me pictures of, like, things that are just over the top? No. But, you know, I have a picture of him and his husband. It's very tasteful. It's just, you know, 2 pictures. I don't agree, but I can be okay with him living his life. He's not trying to make me into anything. He's not trying to make me be like, you must accept us. No, that's his life that he wants to live for himself, and he doesn't do that. But when you put it in my face, when you freaking, I'm being discriminated against. Well, maybe it's because you're just over the freaking top. You know, if I walked into a job and on my most autistic day and was like, they're not gonna fucking hire me either because that's over the top. Okay? You have purple hair, you have things coming out of your face. That's over the top. Nothing to do with your sexuality. Hey, get this. Sexuality is just like this much of life. Because guess what? You weren't a sexual being when you were born until you started to mature. And at some point when you're 80 years old, you're not going to be a sexual being either. And there are plenty of points in between life when you're not a sexual being. Your gender is not your full identity. And your sexual preferences are not your identity. Okay? You got a demon inside you, man. And you don't understand how it's twisted you up and took that entitlement that you have and twisted it all around. Okay, you have no self-control. You have no self-discipline. You can't tell yourself no about anything. You get a little tingle in your genitals and you got to run off and have sex with something weird. That's not fucking normal. Don't ask me to fucking say that's okay, because I'm not going to. But if you want to keep that at your house, in your bedroom, away from me, away from my kids, I got nothing to say about it. None of my fucking business. As soon as you put it in my face and make it my business, then I get to have an opinion. And hey, that little love. I was triggered this morning because I commented. This person had comments, and I didn't agree with them, but I commented and I made it all about me and my opinion. I did not use the word you. I used words like person, and I said I think, I believe, I feel. I did not put anything, and 2 minutes later, me and other people too, all comments deleted. Anything that didn't say, oh my god, you're so pretty, was totally deleted. Tell me you're not about your own fucking vanity. Tell me you're not demon possessed. Seriously? You'd have put it out there, and then as soon as somebody says, oh, I don't fucking like that, I don't agree, oh yeah, you're disrespecting me and you're discriminating against me because you don't like me. No, I'm not. You fucking put it out there. I have the right to have an opinion. And I put this video on YouTube, guess what? There's going to be people that agree with it, and there's going to be people that be like, you're a fucking crazy bitch, and they're going to write that down there. I love, the trolls. Yeah, God bless the trolls. But, so does that mean I'm going to delete their comments? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I think that's what it's about. This whole YouTube thing is, people's opinions, and we don't get to hear the opinions we don't like. How are we ever going to grow? And just because I don't like it, and just because I don't, whatever, I'm not queen of the world yet. Doesn't, but I am entitled to my opinion. And if you put something out there in public, and people like it or don't like it, that's their prerogative. If you don't want somebody to say something about something, keep it to yourself. Don't use the word trans in your freaking name, and they get all mad when people call you tranny. Okay? You're not a woman. You're a man. I don't care how many fucking pieces, parts that you changed around. You're still a man. And that's why I can't punch you, because men aren't supposed to hit women. And maybe you're just a little bit angry because you have all that makeup on your face, and you are still not even this pretty with nothing. I woke up like this. It's called being a natural woman. Women are beautiful. We just are beautiful in our natural state. And you are not natural. But anyway, so this whole thing, obviously you can tell it has triggered me, and it created so many emotions. I really do believe that it is time for us as a country to kind of sit down and decide what it is, what are the morals and values that we will and will not accept in our country, okay? And it's a long time overdue. I don't even know how to implement anything like this because my autism, I can't see that, but it's a great idea. Anyways, I hope that everybody has a really, really great day, and peace and love, and bye.